Welcome to the Gym Explainer. Today, we're getting into something absolutely critical, the gym hiring playbook. Seriously, mastering the art of hiring is probably one of the most important skills you can have as a gym owner.
So, this is for all of you out there on the front lines, the gym owners, the operators, the managers, salespeople, and all you amazing entrepreneurs planning your next big move. You know better than anyone that getting your team right, well, it changes everything. So, let's get into it. You know, it's a tough question, but it's one every single leader has to ask. Because a bad hire, they're not just an empty spot on the schedule. They can be quietly poisoning your culture and just slamming the brakes on all your growth.
A bad hire chips away at trust. It slows everything down. Honestly, think of it like a hidden tax. A tax on your time, on your team's morale, and ultimately on your bottom line.
But here's the good news. There is a system to get this right. We're going to be taking you through the white paper today by the one and only gym business expert, jthomas. And our whole goal here is to give you actionable insights for building that winning team you absolutely deserve.
Oh, and for you folks looking to open a new gym, maybe acquire a gym, or you just need some working capital, listen up. We can provide funding options up to $500K. It's unsecured, and there are no restrictions on how you use it. You can check us out over at fmconsulting.net.
All right, let's get into the strategy, and we're going to start with what to avoid. These are the 5 big red flags that should make you pause and probably pass on a candidate.
First up, and this one is huge, they speak poorly of past employers. You've got to see this for what it is. It's not transparency, it's actually a preview of future toxicity. A great candidate, on the other hand, frames past conflicts around what they learned, not the drama. Use that question on the screen to see which path they go down. The second red flag, a total lack of passion. Look, you can teach systems, you can teach sales scripts, but you absolutely cannot teach genuine enthusiasm. Our business literally runs on energy. If they don't light up when they're sharing their own fitness story, how on earth can they ignite that fire in your members?
Okay, this next one is a little subtle, but it's so critical. They don't ask you any questions. That silence? It isn't confidence, it's disengagement. You've got to remember curiosity equals ownership. A candidate who isn't curious about your vision is probably just looking for a paycheck.
Here's another major red flag. They get really vague when you ask about results. So you ask about their accomplishments, and what you get back are these fuzzy, generic answers. That is a huge warning sign that they probably don't have anything concrete to report. So what do? You have to push for specifics. Ask for the numbers. What were their conversion rates? How did they impact retention? Top performers track their data. Average performers just kind of guess. Don't let them off the hook on this one.
And the final red flag is all about their motivation. Why do they want the job? If their primary reason is something like, well, it's close to home, that's the problem. See, motivation built on convenience is temporary. What you're looking for is purpose-driven motivation. That's what lasts.
Okay, that's enough of what to avoid. Let's flip the script and talk about what to look for. These are the 5 green flags, the signs that tell you to hire this person right now, before your competition does.
Green flag number 1, they take ownership. You need to listen for the language they use. Is it "we did this" or is it "I led this"? Those I statements, they're not arrogant, they show accountability. And that is the mindset that drives member results and boosts your attention.
Next up, look for that positive energy. Now, this isn't about being loud or over the top. It's about presence, it's about eye contact, and a solution-first mindset. In the gym business, energy literally equals revenue. It's that invisible force that drives sales and keeps members coming back for more.
Green flag number 3 is a personal favorite of mine. They are growth-oriented. These candidates, they talk about what they're learning, the books they're reading, the podcasts they listen to, the mentors who are shaping them. They don't wait for you to create opportunities for them. They're already out there creating their own.
And you want to know the best way to spot this? Just ask them, what are you learning right now? It's such a simple question, but a growth-driven candidate will always have an answer. It's the perfect litmus test.
Now this next green flag, this is what separates the pros from the amateurs. They understand the business of fitness. They get that helping members and growing revenue are the exact same goal. They talk about KPIs because they can see exactly how their role drives the bottom line.
And finally, the 5th green flag, they just fit. You can feel it within minutes of talking to them. It's that perfect blend of humility and confidence, and you just see this clear alignment with your core values.
This is not a nice to have. This is the key to long-term stability and high performance on your team.
So let's pull all of this together into a few key principles that are going to help you systemize your entire hiring process. Okay, let's recap the big takeaways here. First, remember, bad hires cost way more than just payroll. They cost you morale and focus. Good hires, they're value multipliers. You have to trust your gut on those early red flags. And always, always hire for attitude and train for skill. And finally, put a system in place so you can spot these flags every single time.
Let's end with this final thought from Jim Thomas because it's so powerful. The success of your business depends on who you let in the door. So be intentional. And when you find that person who reflects your culture and your passion, don't wait, hire them.
And hey, if you want some expert help building out these hiring systems for your gym, you should contact Jim Thomas directly. His number is 214-629-7223, or you can email him at jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
And of course, be sure to check out our sponsor, Gym Business Manager. They have the best software for your gym, hands down. You can find them at gymbusinessmanager.com. Thanks so much for joining us today.